Box office predictions brought to you by our friends at AMC Theatres. This is the portion where we kind of predict or guess, or maybe sometimes randomly, about what's going to be the top box office, the top 5 for the weekend. Christian, what do you got?
All right, so what do I have? Here's my top 5. I'm going to stick with Deadpool in the number 1 spot.
Oh, not Zoolander 2?
Not Zoolander 2. Zoolander 2 is the number 2 and is not even going to be in the top 5. So number 2, I actually have Risen. I think that we're going to see that movie do pretty big numbers. Kung Fu Panda I have coming in at 3. The Witch at 4, and going to be a tight race with Race at 5.
Okay, I have Deadpool also at number 1, Risen at number 2. I think the projections have maybe Kung Fu Panda at number 2, but I feel like Risen will appeal more, maybe even more broadly than other faith-based movies, because there is, I think, at least seeing the trailer, a little more appeal to it. Then I have Race at 3, and then The Witch I have at 4, which I won't be surprised if it goes higher than 4 as well, because I think there's
is it in enough theaters?
Yeah, it's not in a ton, but still for I think it's the most that A24 has ever gotten, which is like 1,600. Yeah. I think the word of mouth on that movie, I think it will do well. I'm planning on seeing it this weekend. I think that'll be number 4 and maybe even go higher. And number 5, I have Kung Fu Panda. I may be wrong. Kung Fu Panda may end up being number 2 this week.
Just nothing for kids to see yet.
Yeah, but for now, that's mine. Yours?
Yeah, I got Deadpool number 1, obviously, but I have Kung Fu Panda at 3 at number 2, as you were kind of referencing, Dennis. But I have Risen at number 3 because I think there's for the faith-based people, they've shown that they will come out for movies that aren't even that good. And so something like this that's getting good reviews, getting good buzz, at least middling good buzz from respected critics, speaks well for the film, and I'm going to go see it actually this afternoon. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited to see this film. So I know that people who are kind of maybe out of the mainstream of the Christianity or the faith-based audience will want to go see it.
It's an Oscar-nominated actor too.
Yeah, right, Joseph Fiennes, who people have been waiting to see in a good film, probably since Shakespeare in Love. You know, he hasn't quite nailed it yet. I think
Race. He playing Michael Jackson? Also?
Yeah, he was cast as Michael Jackson. So that'll be interesting, to say the least.
It'll be interesting to see if he does like a Michael Jackson cameo, like in anything. Yeah.
I have Race at number 4. I just don't feel like it's grabbing the audience quite as well as other more African-American based films have in the past. So I feel like this one's quite, even though the Jesse Owens story is an awesome story, it's been done so many different times. And I don't know if anything about this one is all that different. Plus, I don't really buy Jason Sudeikis as his coach. It just doesn't ring true to me.
That's actually the part I'm looking forward to.
Really?
Yeah, he surprises me, because even when that We're the Millers, not that this is a drama, I mean, even Drinking Buddies is another one too. Was he? And like, so he's a guy that I think has more than we give credit to. Mm-hmm. I think that he's going to wind up being a dude that does kind of, not right away, but if he starts doing kind of going down the road of what like Steve Carell and Jim Carrey did, not that he's as big a stars as those guys, but still just starting in the comedy realm and then hitting dramas, I think we got a good chance to see that.
Yeah, I'm sure you're making a great point. And the Race could rise up. Mm-hmm. I mean, it depends on if it touches the African-American community, who is another community that's now showing that they will come out in force for films that appeal to them. And I have Witch at number 5. I think the theaters thing affects it, but it has such great reviews. Mm-hmm. I can't wait to see this thing, and I think a lot of people can't wait to see it. And horror has shown that if you do a good horror, people will come see it. So it might go higher up but for right now, that's what I see.
Hey guys, if you like this clip, click here to watch the entire episode. Also, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel because it'll help you stay up to date with all the stuff we've got going on here at Collider.